We have with us Major David Wright as presiding officer, and I'd also like to welcome Chris Mulhall, our Legion liaison, Ms. Sharon Doucette, our League representative, Colonel Bocart and Lieutenant Colonel Retired Henry, and to all the officers, staff, SSC, parents, and especially cadets for being with us to witness this changeover. I firmly believe that our results show our commitments and our actions align us with the values, the results, and the commitment that we make to one another. So thank you to all the cadets for showing up, putting in the work, being forthright, and being persistent. Thank you to all the staff for making us work, to making this journey plausible. And I am absolutely indebted to our ZTOs and AEAs for their assistance with a multitude of questions over the years. Your dedication makes all the difference, and never doubt that. And Mr. Pereira, thank you especially. To my family, all the hours sacrificed do add up, and this would have been impossible without your support. These words really aren't enough to express my gratitude to you all, or that I've missed you this past year, and being able to see you and talk to you in person. And it has been an absolute honor and privilege being your CO. Captain Wright, enjoy your tenure as CO. It's a wild ride. And I will pass the floor over to Major Wright.
Thanks very much, Captain Royal. To Captain Royal, to Captain Wright, Mr. Mulhall, Mr. Pereira, distinguished guests. A change of command parade is normally something, obviously, that is conducted in person and in front of the entire unit. It's an opportunity to go through the motions of physically transferring command of the unit from the outgoing commanding officer to the incoming commanding officer. It's an opportunity for all to witness that. It's an opportunity for all to celebrate and show the appreciation for the service of the outgoing commanding officer, and to show their commitment, their dedication, and to welcome the incoming commanding officer. Obviously, in COVID times, like everything else, we see a bit of a shift. So we find ourselves here virtually, looking at a screen of faces, but it does not take away from the significance of the occasion, and it doesn't take away from the steps that we should still observe. So I would be remiss not to first and foremost extend our appreciation to Captain Royal as your outgoing commanding officer for her commitment, her dedication, and her service, her leadership to the cadets and the staff of 800 Squadron. The squadron has a very long and very distinguished history. It was one of the few two units that ever existed outside of Canada, which is phenomenal. And it has a long history of successes and of excellent service on the part of staff and cadets. And Captain Royal has certainly maintained that tradition of solid leadership, of excellent guidance, and of good stewardship of the unit. I think we can all agree that over the last year, 15 months, there's certainly been a huge change. It has been one of the largest challenges that the cadet organization has faced over the year, and that we as a society have faced over the years. And the staff and cadets under her leadership have certainly risen to the occasion. It would be horrendous ultimately for that to go unmentioned and unrecognized. So, I'd ask everyone to join me in showing our appreciation to Captain Royal for that. Obviously, Captain Royal does not do this on her own. While she may have been at the helm throughout this, it's the dedication of the staff and the senior cadets that have made it ultimately successful. So again, on behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Leonard, the commanding officer of Regional Cadet Support Unit Central, I'd really like to thank the senior cadets for their initiative, for their dedication, for their commitment in carrying on, in adapting, in learning new ways of delivering training, new ways of engaging and keeping the cadets stimulated and interested, and new ways to excel in their own leadership and instructional technique. Similarly to the staff, to the members of the support committee, sponsoring groups, again, unprecedented challenges in the ways of raising funds and supporting the unit in the way that you have been accustomed to in previous years. So overcoming those challenges has taken a lot of work, a lot of effort, and it's great to see that 800 Squadron is still going well and strong. And I believe we can all see the light at the end of the tunnel right now. It looks like things are improving over the summer. And while it might be a slow start in September, certainly hoping to see things underway and approaching, some kind of new normal, at least as we enter into October. Other supporters and friends of the unit, the Legion, veterans. Again, the unit does not work on its own. It takes the support of the entire community, and all of the supporting groups are an integral part of that. And again, very, very much appreciated. So Captain Royal, congratulations on a very successful tenure as commanding officer of the unit. I believe that you can look back on this service with a great deal of pride. You can take a little bit of a well-deserved rest at this point, having handed over the responsibility to Captain Wright, and you look back on this with, as I said, a tremendous amount of pride. Captain Wright, I've had the pleasure of serving with you and honestly seeing you grow as an officer over the years through your service in Trenton in the summers when we were both there. I am tremendously pleased to see you being appointed as the commanding officer of the unit. You've clearly proven yourself as having all of the capabilities, all of the potential, all of the drive, all the motivation to do extremely well in this job. And I know that you have the full backing of the area officer commanding and the CO of the RCSU. So should you need any support, any assistance, it's there for you. But you have 100% the confidence of the leadership team in the region. And I personally know that you will do exceedingly well in this position. So congratulations to you as you assume command of 800 Squadron. And those are my comments for this evening.
First of all, I want to extend heartfelt congratulations to Major Royal on the completion of her term here at 800. Major Royal brought to the table a highly consistent and principled leadership style that was of great benefit to our squadron over the past several years, and never shied away from bringing to the table any discussions we needed to have, including some very important and difficult ones over the past year. So I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Major Royal for that steadfast leadership that she's provided 800 Squadron during her tenure. Those of you who know me well know that I've been with 800 for a very long time. I first joined here as an air cadet on October 1st, 2002. It has been an amazing 19 years so far. And I would never have stuck it out this long if I did not believe deep down that 800 Squadron is absolutely the place to be. And what makes it that way is the incredible spirit and enthusiasm of our cadets and the amazing work that our officers do every day. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to be taking the helm with a group of NCOs and officers who have demonstrated their distinct abilities through hard, patient work over the past 15 months to keep this squadron going. And I believe that it is a direct result of those efforts that 800 Squadron finds itself in such a healthy position, all things considered, ready to taxi out onto the runway and open the throttle and take off into the adventures and challenges of next year. So I want to thank the staff and the cadets for making that happen. I'll hand it over to Major Wright for the next steps in this evening's ceremony.
I first of all have to start by apologizing that I kept referring to Major Royal as Captain Royal, and that's unfortunately we've known each other for too long, and that's what is ingrained in my brain. So I do apologize for that, Major Royal. How do we proceed at this point? Is the signing of the certificates next, or?
Well, the certificates have been signed, so we can actually share that visual. So as you can see, yeah. Sorry, please go.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it's like magic. Normally we have to pass them back and forth over a table and do the little dance, but that's fantastic.
For once, technology has served us. Well, we wanted to keep this evening short and sweet and to the point. And Captain Wright, if you'd like to take us out, or if anyone has anything else they'd like to add. But really, this is your show now, officially.
All the best to you both, and to all of 800 Squadron, and certainly to the cadets. Those of you that will be attending virtual summer training, enjoy. For those of you that are taking a well-deserved summer off, enjoy that, and that's okay. All right, we know that you've been through an unprecedented year through school and through cadets, and if you need to take the break, that's awesome. But certainly the squadron looks forward to seeing all of you in your return in the fall, and I wish you all the best for that. Thank you for having me.
As we close out tonight's ceremony, I'd like to extend one final congratulations to Major Royal on the completion of her term at 800. A big thank you to Major Wright for presiding over tonight's ceremony, and a thank you to everyone out there who came to see this and make this evening so special. Thank you very much. Have a safe and happy summer.